the United States has formally begun the year-long process of withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement. The deal calls for countries to voluntarily reduce carbon emissions. It's been criticized as doing far too little to avoid catastrophe. But then U.S. President Barack Obama said the agreement represented the best chance to save our planet. Trump called it a bad deal.
The Paris Accord would have been shutting down American producers with excessive regulatory restrictions like you would not believe, while allowing foreign producers to pollute with impunity. They were allowed to do what they were doing.
Within hours of the announcement, world powers including China and the European Union weighed in.
We believe that climate change is a common challenge faced by all of mankind, and all members of international society should work together, hand in hand.
The Paris Agreement has strong foundations and is here to stay. Its door remains open, and we hope the US will decide to pass it again one day.
The Paris Agreement was negotiated in 2015 and took effect the following year. Nearly every country in the world signed the agreement. The Paris Climate Agreement aims to limit a global temperature rise this century well below 2 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level. It already looks set to fail, with serious consequences for global food production, massive flooding, and increased weather disasters. The U.S. is one of the world's largest greenhouse gas emitters. Its withdrawal comes as a new wave of environmental activism is taking root.
Humanity is now standing at a crossroads.
16-year-old Swedish activist Greta Thunberg is part of a massive movement condemning international inaction as the polar regions melt, sea levels rise, and the forests burn.
While we young people may not be able to vote or make decisions today in this society, we have something just as powerful, and that is our voices.
And more than 11,000 scientists from around the world declared a climate emergency. They warned of untold suffering from climate change unless there are major transformations beyond current goals. The U.S. will not formally be out of the accord until the day after next year's presidential election. If someone beside Donald Trump is elected president, the U.S. can rejoin the deal in 30 days. Until then, a small U.S. team will continue to join in negotiations on the agreement.